as a job, for work mainly, I've always pretty much been in the construction industry since I've left school anyway. But it's always been sort of outdoor work and all residential sort of stuff, so I'm pretty heavily in the sun. I was probably slack as putting on sunscreen at certain stages of life. Definitely slack on putting it on my legs as well, which is the main side of my melanoma. I've always found that I was pretty good at putting it on my arms and my face, because that's where I always felt like I burnt the most, but definitely forgot the legs a bit. I've just noticed a mole on the back of my leg and my calf, and just thought it was still growing and thought I should get it looked at. And I went to a doctor and they didn't really think too much of it, got a referral to see a dermatologist, and they I went up and seen him. They did a scrape biopsy. He still didn't really think a huge amount of it. It kind of looked like a warty sort of mole. It wasn't the standard sort of ones you see all the time advertised, but they did a scrape biopsy while I was there and chopped it off, and sure enough, a couple of weeks later it came back that it was a melanoma, and kind of just snowballed from there. And a couple of weeks after that I was up seeing another doctor up at the RPA and getting the actual tumour removed from my calf, and then in mid-January I was back there getting the largest section out of my calf and my sentinel node biopsy, and then one of my nodes came back with the melanoma cells in it, so I had to go back again in, I think it must have been February, and have all the lymph nodes removed from my groin. I definitely wasn't thinking that it was going to happen to me. And then all of a sudden, even from the first time I got diagnosed to laying on the hospital bed, signing my life away 8 million times before they operate. It's constantly in the back of your mind. Everything, whether like if you do trauma to your leg or anything like that, then it could possibly swell up again, or all those sorts of things could happen, or cancer could recome back in many years to come if you have a secondary here or there, or the sun's a vicious thing at times. It provides life, but it can also cause you a lot of damage as well if you're not paying attention and covering up, and be wise and just don't cook yourself in the sun.